Hello, and welcome to another Tactical Corner, your every Thursday spot where we talk about the battle report that happened earlier in the week. And this week is no different, with the forces of the Death Guard facing off against the Drukhari coven led by none other than Urian Rakath.
Himself, who's got the ignore wounds on the 6+ warlord trait.
Hello and welcome to another Tactical Corner. Today we look at the Death Guard versus Drukhari coven army led by none other than Urian Rakath. General strategy. This was the first time my opponent had played. So, in like ever, I'm pretty sure. Very cool looking army. Make sure you check the links down below. I decided to take a very fun list. A lot of coven units, some racks, Urian Rakath, some grotesques, a Talos, a Kronos, a little unit of witches. Didn't really flesh out a lot of the stuff that I could do with the Drukhari. It was more of a fun army. Now, the battle report was a Maesltrom of War. I really enjoy the Maesltrom of War because strategically you have to have a general overview of your army and what it can do and build a strategy of balance. So your army has to be balanced to be able to do multiple things. So therefore I had some close combat, I had some shooting, I had some anti-tank and some anti-infantry. A little bit of everything. That really helps in a Maesltrom of War mission. Now, the cool thing about Maesltrom of War is it tests your in-game tactics. How well can you achieve the tactical objectives while you're in the game, overcoming your full strategy. So my general strategy was one of balance, and in tactics it really came down to things like deployment, movement, and really kind of the objectives that you got. I deployed centrally, very heavily in the center, with Hellions on the side. Now I had given them +1 toughness to help them survive, I believe, in the forest a little longer. And even though I didn't seize the initiative, the game started with the Nurgle advancing on me quickly. Now, I had resiliency, or at least I thought I had. So I played, instead of focusing all my army on one or two parts of his army, because it was his first kind of game, I decided to really kind of spread out my strength. Now, ideally, when facing an army that's so tough, you need to dedicate all your strength to knock out key pegs in the enemy army. So I would have essentially pulled back with my grotesques and my Kronos and Talos and advanced to where the dogs were in that flank and essentially hit that flank with everything in my army to break the flank, being far away from the Demon Prince, far away from the Great and Clean One, and far away from the big unit of 20 Plague Bearers. Now, because I did spread out my force, to essentially make it more of an entertaining game, I still underestimated the strength of the Demon Prince and Typhus and the Great Unclean One with high damage weapons. All in all, this was a very entertaining game, and it was quite close, but it just shows you how even something as simple as focusing your thoughts on one flank could have potentially changed the whole game. Let me know what you think down below, and I hope you enjoyed this quick Tactical Corner. This is Skari, out.